Hello, my name is Alexander Eves Moore, and I am an aerospace engineer at NASA. Today, your professor has asked me to talk to your class about engineering and how I got to where I am in my career. Currently, I am the leading advisor for my team that is building a new lens for the James Webb Telescope. With this new lens, the James Webb Telescope will be able to see 13.7 billion years into the past, which is 200 million years more than the previous telescope. What that means is we will be able to see what we call baby galaxies and further understand how our galaxy was formed. Now that you know what I am currently doing, let's talk about how this all started. As a child growing up in the Titusville area, I was very fond of the wildlife around me. I would always ask my dad what a fish was called or what type of plant is growing near our house. You see, he always had an answer, except when I'd ask him about space. The Kennedy Space Center was just a few miles down the road from our house. My curiosity grew even further when I won our second grade art contest and I got to meet astronaut Bob Springer, and he told me about all of his stories flying the shuttles. Once I graduated high school, it was time for me to start my path towards being an aerospace engineer. I attended Valencia College just like all of you right now and got my associate's in arts degree in 2 years. Whilst at Valencia, I took the majority of my calculus classes and even delved into the physics and chemistry courses. One class that really helped me with my academic and personal goals was NSC with Professor Hank Van Putten. In that class, I was given the resources to find my strengths and even take the skills test to see what job I fit best into. Professor Hank challenged us to define our purpose, and by the time I passed this class, I was able to say that my purpose is to answer the questions everyone has. What is out there? After getting my AA from Valencia in 2018, I transferred to UCF during the later fall semester. In addition to getting accepted into UCF, I was also admitted into their Department of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. I had a chance to sit down and talk to my high school physics teacher, and this is what she had to say. What advice would you give someone thinking about this career, either computer science or what I want to do, like aerospace?
Um, well, just I would say take a variety of courses.
Yeah.
Don't get too locked in early on. Try things from other branches as well, because you just don't know. Even if you get a degree in one thing, you could end up working in another area. And the more diverse your skills, the more hireable you'll be.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if you can work, get internships. That would definitely be good. And if you can do any kind of projects with professors on campus, get involved in one of these, either a club or a research project of your professor,
like the robotics
anything like anything like that, just to get you more experience. Because number one, it makes you more hireable, but I'd say even more important is you get a better feel for what it's like to do the work. And I don't know which is more important, but like the internships, it's more important to see what it's like on the job. But sometimes when you go on an internship, they stick you in a kind of a unfulfilling role, doing something that the real engineer doesn't want to do. Okay. So you have to be observant. You have to observe what's going on and say, okay, I wouldn't be doing this if I came in. I'd be doing what that guy over there is doing.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to watch what other people are doing, and as opposed to just focusing on what your job is like as an intern, because it may not be that great.
I let her know my class schedule, and seeing how I had 0 programming classes, she told me that programming was a big part of engineering, and that every engineer she knows has to use it no matter what the field. I decided to take her advice, and I took other courses that didn't necessarily impact my field, but they did impact other fields I was interested in, like mechanical engineering and computer science. In addition to taking other courses, I ventured out to the robotics club where we were able to build our own rover and test it out at NASA's Moon Sand Lab. This gathered their attention, and we were able to partner with NASA for the semester to further our studies. After my fall semester junior year, I was able to get an internship at Lockheed Martin because of my extracurricular activities, and I also had a 3.75 GPA. I graduated from UCF in the spring of 2020. I continued my internship till I graduated and was later hired on full-time. With the help of Bright Futures, I was able to cover almost all of my tuition. In the end, I only had to pay $3,500 out of my pocket, instead of paying the full $12,762 for 2 years. After working for Lockheed Martin for more than 5 years, I decided to move back home and get the job of my dreams working for NASA. I do not believe I could have achieved my dream if I did not have faith, determination, and a little bit of luck. Once I was able to figure out what my role was in life, which is to solve the unanswered questions, it was pretty easy. After that, I just needed to make sure I kept up with my studies and stayed true to my belief that if you only give 90%, then you failed. If you gave 100%, then you did what you had to do. But if you gave 110%, then you gave your very all and a little bit of extra to do your best work.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station payload.